put your hand on your penis, motherfucker, then you keep shit out the way. Y'all thought I was Kurt Franklin, didn't y'all? So how y'all doing tonight up here in B&M? All right. Man, you know what? I thought I was crazy until the other day. I was up at the grocery store, and I seen this white guy, man. He must have been talking to his cat for about 15 minutes. Now, you know, black folks won't do no shit like that in the grocery store. But he talked to his cat for about 15 minutes. Man, when I got home, I told my dog about this shit. We laughed for hours. So how many of y'all in here married?
Yeah.
I've been married 2.5 times. Yeah, 2.5 times. Yeah, baby. The first marriage I was in the county jail, married the bitch, man, got out, she was going with somebody else. That's a half a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So shit, then I got married again. But you know what? I met my wife when I was with my wife. Now that's some real shit. That's some little daddy shit. I ain't gonna come up short twice. Yeah. So you know what? At the beginning, and y'all might agree with this, at the beginning of marriage, for a while, a marriage is almost like being in the court system. Because every time something goes wrong, she bring up your past. They do the same shit downtown. That's the shit they lock your ass up with. Your past get you fucked up. That's a real shit. So how many of y'all got children? I just say it's only 3 guys here with children. Y'all ladies over here ain't got no children?
We ain't got no kids.
Y'all ain't fucking? Hey, look, and my cat Superman back there. You know what? You know what they just did? What the white folks just did? They just got a motherfucking bisexual Superman.
What?
Yeah. That motherfucker taking it in the back and giving it up in the front. Yeah, that's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah, that is fucked up. Now look, now I'm not bisexual, but I'm bisex. Yeah, I'm bisexual, but I ain't bisexual. Now that's some real shit. Hey, Superman, they got you over there flying little pussy and land on their ass, huh?
I don't know about that.
You say you Superman, right?
Yeah. That's right.
But you know I've been knowing you for a long time.
Yeah.
So how many of y'all got children? Cause y'all know how kids be acting up at school, right? Young lady back there got kids, he got kids. Anyway, the school called me because my son was acting up in school. So when I get to the school, they direct me to the room where my son is at. So when I go in the room, I'm quiet, I'm standing in the back. Because I heard the teacher ask him a question. The teacher asked the student, said, I want y'all to use the word fascinate in a sentence. So this young lady raised her hand. And the teacher said, yeah, go ahead. She said, well, this summer, I was down south because my grandfather got a farm. He had some sheep down there and they were fascinating. The teacher said, no, I want you to use the word fascinate. So the next young lady raised her hand. The teacher said, go ahead on. She said, I went to Vegas this year. And that was my first time ever being out of town. And I was fascinated. The teacher said, no, I want you to use the word fascinate. So the little boy in the back of the room, I think she said his name was Charles. And she called on Charles. Charles had his hand raised. Charles said, my Aunt Carolyn got a sweater with 10 buttons on it. But her titties are so big she can only fascinate. Yeah, she can only fascinate. Her titty was so big. You know what I'm saying? So I go down to my other son's class just to check on him to see how he been doing in school. I wouldn't call for him. So I go in the room and the teacher was asking him a question. The teacher asked the student, saying, when you die, what part of your body go to heaven first? So this young lady said, I think it's your hands. And the teacher said, why? She said, because when you pray, your hands are aimed toward heaven. She said, good answer. So she asked another little student, and the little student said, no, I think it's your feet. And the teacher said, why is that? She said, because I went into my mother's room the other day, her legs was in the air, I heard her screaming, oh my God. If it wasn't for Dad having to pin down, I think she would have got away.
Oh my goodness.
So do y'all know that there's a nerve in the human body that connects the eyeballs to the anus? It's called an anal octave nerve. And it's responsible for giving the person the shitty outlook on life. If you think I'm bullshit, pull a hair from your ass and feed it up and bring a tear to your eye. So I'm little daddy, y'all. You know, I'm a chitty man. I ain't gonna come up show twice. I hope y'all have a good night tonight. I'm gonna lead y'all with my favorite one that I always go with. You know, Bernie Mac was a good friend of mine. Give it up for Bernie Mac, y'all. So Bernie Mac came to me in a dream. He said, "Look, Daddy, I seen they been fucking with you with your comedy." He said, "But tell this joke, cause I don't think they heard me the first time." So me, a white guy and a Mexican guy walking down the road talking. I said, "Man, I want to go to heaven." The white guy said, "God, right down the road." I said, "How far?" He said, "About a half a mile." But I'm gonna tell you right now, little daddy, your name ain't on the list. I said, "Huh?" He said, "Little daddy, your name ain't on the goddamn list." I said, "Well, maybe I can try." He said, "Maybe you can. Maybe if you can ask the Lord a question, and if he can't answer it, he just might let you into heaven." So I whispered in the Lord's ear. The Lord looked up. He looked down. He said, "Open the gate." So I walked through the gate. The white guy said, "That's some bullshit. How you get through that gate? That's some fucking bullshit." The white guy went to the father. He said, "Father, what did that black guy ask you?" He asked me, "When will black people ever stick together?"
One more time for Big Daddy, y'all.
Big Daddy.